Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the JLJ podcast. I'm here. It's your boy, Jack Emery. I'm here with my man, JVK.
How's it going, guys?
And today we have a very big episode today. Matho, would you like to introduce us to our massive guest?
All right. So today, guys, we got St Kilda player Dan Butler just on the show. How you going, Dan? No worries. Big episode, Jacko. Huge episode.
Absolutely massive. You forgot to say as well, not a St Kilda player, Premiership player. Forgot to mention that one.
There you go.
JVK, would you like to take us through some quick fires for Dan?
All right, we'll start off. With PS4 or Xbox. Alrighty, so next one, pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Yep. Beach versus river.
Beach.
Yeah. 2K versus FIFA. This is a big one.
FIFA.
Nice.
Yes,
Good
we'd
one.
like to hear that. Netflix or Stan?
Netflix.
Yeah. Would you prefer Betts or Rioli in your team?
I'll go with Rioli.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ablett Senior or Ablett Junior?
I'll go Ablett Junior.
Yeah. Cripps versus Bontempelli.
The hard one, this one.
I'll take Cripps.
Yeah.
That's a hard question.
That's
but
really
I'll go
tough.
Cripps.
So if you could have one player in the AFL at the moment to come to the Saints, who would you pick?
It's pretty hard to go past Dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah, very fair enough.
Bit biased.
Yeah, maybe.
And to finish off the quickfire questions, what is your favourite TV show?
Breaking Bad.
Okay, yeah, very popular one.
Mm.
Good show.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, so North Ballarat boy, I hear, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way. St Patrick's College, you went to, didn't you?
Yeah.
How was school for you? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. I went to 2014. So I liked school. Loved it. It was a really good footy school. So me and Liam Duggan from West Coast.
Yeah.
Both got drafted in that year, along with a couple of others. Jesse Palmer went to Port Adelaide, and I think Brenton Payne went to Saints. So we had a few drafted out of my Year 12 group, which was pretty cool.
He's really
awesome. Also, I understand, I think Roel Marshall went to school there as well, did he?
No, he didn't go to school there, but he played North Ballarat Rebels as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was from, I think he went to Portland High School or something.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
So right from under 18, so it was good to have a contact.
Yeah. So like you said, the North Ballarat Rebels in the TAC Cup, or the now NAB League, do you reckon it's changed a lot since you've been drafted?
Yeah, obviously, there's been a lot, probably more on professionalism and stuff the last few years, I think. I know when I was at Rebels, we were sponsored by Macca's, so we all got 50% off Macca's. We had a card, 50% off McDonald's, which was pretty nice. But my brother's going through the under 18 program there now, and I think it's it's not. I don't think they get 50% of cards off at Macca's anymore. It seems like they're changing their professionalism, and all the recovery weights, all that kind of stuff is really cool on the show. But,
yeah. I think, Jacko, if you got your 50% Macca's card, you'd like it there, wouldn't you?
Oh, I wouldn't leave. I'd stay in the TAC Cup as long as I could.
I reckon anyone would.
I understand you like surfing as well. Where's the best spot you've been surfing?
Been lucky enough to grow up with mum and dad got a beach house down in Warren, so spent most of my childhood there, and just surfing around there. So Cathedral Rock, just outside of Lawn, and then Winter Park in Torquay. Pretty awesome. But, I don't know where the best I've surfed is. The new surf park in Melbourne's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Definitely.
pretty awesome. What about, do you follow the EPL at all?
Yes, I do. love me soccer.
Yeah.
I don't actually go for a team, funny enough, but I do fantasy, so I just kind of follow my players.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I'm a big fantasy guy myself.
Yeah, perfect. I think you shouldn't ask Josh about any fantasy picks. He's not the best at that.
Yeah.
I'm a great fantasy player, actually, for myself.
Yeah.
105 points this week, actually. Big week.
Mm.
There you go. And just lastly from me, what was the process you went through before getting drafted? And did any other teams approach you before you got drafted to Richmond?
Yeah, so halfway through my year at under 18, kind of had a little bit of interest from the clubs, and it was more just so kind of catching up with them and just meeting them in person. So I think Fremantle was the first club I ever got a letter from, so I was pretty pumped about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I chatted to them first, and then as we progressed, kind of slowly chatted to a few more, and then obviously at the draft camp you speak to a few there. But yeah, looking back on it, probably Richmond, West Coast, and Fremantle were probably the most interested. So I kind of thought I could be heading over to Perth, but I was lucky enough to stay in Melbourne and go to the Tigers.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I guess quick couple ones from me. So obviously you're very happy to be able to stay in Victoria with Melbourne, or in Melbourne with Richmond. So sort of what was that feeling when, you've got to watch on TV or whatever and you heard your name being called out?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. It was only me and my mum and dad at home watching it because I wasn't too confident whether I was going to get drafted or not, so I didn't want
makes sense.
Mates around or anything just in case I didn't. But kind of within half an hour of my name getting called out, there was probably 40 or 50 people at my house. So that was probably the coolest thing, just kind of people just drove around, and all my mates and a lot of family were there, so it ended up being a really good night.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, obviously, won your premiership in, I guess, your first season of playing. Also, kicked a goal in the grand final. That would probably be, I guess, one of the biggest moments for you in your footy career. Yeah,
for sure. It was, such an awesome day, and the game was, well and truly sealed by then. It was a bit of a junk time for me, but it was good to get the name on the goal scorer. But it was just such a good day, and something I'll remember forever.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess last one from me again. So you've been your two coaches over your time, Hardwick and Ratton, both have been assistant coaches at Hawthorn and under Alex Clarkson. I guess, are there any big similarities or differences you think they may have, have with each other, considering they both had the same head coach at one stage?
Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, Alistair's obviously been an amazing coach for so long, and I sort of think that there's a lot of head coaches and other coaches in the AFL that have kind of been under him, but the main similarity for me is probably just how they've made both clubs such family orientated, and kind of before my time, when Dimmer got to Richmond, just from hearing stories, just how he, really wanted to include all the families into the culture, and it's very similar to Rats as well. There's been a big emphasis on families and that. Obviously, it's a bit harder now with the COVID stuff.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
I'm sure when things are back to normal, there'll be families and kids and stuff at games. So, that's probably the main thing in similarities. Differences, I'm not too sure. I know I did this in another interview the other day, but the boys at Richmond love their cricket as well as the Saints. Dimmer never saw him bowl a ball, but Raps, on the other hand, he's pretty handy at cricket. I think he rates himself a fair bit. He's always bowling, but that's a bit of a difference for you.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, so I'll finish you off just with a last couple of questions. So I heard on the radio the other day that when you were at Richmond, you had a little bet with one of your housemates at the time with a bit of a table tennis competition. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so me and my old housemate, Jason Castagna, we moved into the joining queue together, and we were pretty competitive, and we always kind of rated ourselves at table tennis. So we thought we'd do a pretty big competition and put something on the line. So we decided to do a first to 150 games, first to 21 of table tennis, and probably took about maybe 3 or 4 months, and the loser had to get the other person to on their ass.
That's awesome.
Yeah, went on for 3 or 4 months, and we got to 146 to 142 my way. Called it there, and then we decided to have a big party of it.
Yeah.
There's probably 50 or 60 people at our house watching the last kind of few games. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome day.
Jeez, definitely.
And so you were traded to the Saints. How were you feeling at that time when you found out that you were traded to the Saints?
I was to be honest, it was a bit of a relief, because kind of all during trade period, obviously it goes for like a week or a bit longer. I just thought I was kind of getting told that it'd be done on Tuesday, and then it'd get to Tuesday, and then it'd get pushed back another day. And all of a sudden, it was down to the last day, and they said, it'll be done in the morning. Wasn't done, and then it was down to the last hour, still wasn't done. And then it finally got done in the last 5 minutes of trade period, so they made me wait a fair while.
Yeah.
Put you on edge. Yeah.
Initially, it was a bit of a relief just to see it all sealed. But I was with a few of the Richmond boys in Bali at the time, so I was pretty stoked to kind of secure a spot somewhere, and it was a good time.
There you go. It's a good story.
Thanks, Dan, for joining us. Been an absolute pleasure having this, short, quick interview with you. Absolutely amazing player, and, great that you can take your time out of the day to talk to 3 random schoolboys pretty much. I think it says a lot about your character. So, cheers.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. Just quickly as well, the lasagna. Did you like the lasagna? Would you like the recipe?
Oh.
All right, perfect. Will do. Thanks for that, Dan.
See you,
thank
mate.
you.
Cheers. All right, guys. That's the end of the quick short podcast. This episode, of course, episode 7. Absolutely massive episode right there. Hope you guys tuned in for the whole time. So it wasn't as long as our usual ones, but of course we did have an AFL Premiership player on with us. Make sure you check out Dan Butler at his Instagram at Dan Butler. Make sure you check out the JLJ podcast on Instagram as well at the JLJ podcast. Also check us out on TikTok. Probably be uploading a bit more regularly there, sort of expand the view. Also, we're looking to move across to SoundCloud to sort of, expand the viewership, to have both the podcast going up every week on SoundCloud and YouTube. But really good episode, boys. How's your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. That was very interesting.
Absolutely.
Stuff you had to say.
Enormous.
Absolutely enormous. Biggest episode yet. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I probably won't be doing, a round 3 review this week. So we'll just have to tune in next week. An extended round 3/round 4 review. So see you guys.
See ya.